Here we go. So satisfying. Oh my goodness, there is a lot in here. Well, first of all, the important part is what is today's pin badge? It's a key!
Nice.
Which, given that there might have been... Well, I guess it's like that, isn't it? Episode 6 is there. But given we're after and possibly destroying some keys, that is not necessarily a surprise. It says, so there's always an envelope saying start here. So this is what it says. Dear Detective, we've received a package from D.S. Higgins, who is currently in Turkey, hot on the trail of this dangerous cult. It seems that she needs your assistance to track down the parts of the artifact that the cult is after, so that she can retrieve them. Thank you for the subscription, Caroline! Woo! Interrupting the storyline as ever is our Caroline. We like it when she does that. So that she can retrieve them before they do. However, doesn't look like it's going to be an easy task. Kind regards, the Detective Society. Fine. Yes, it's keys in Turkey, isn't it? Yes. That I don't need. So we start with a letter on headed paper from, I'm assuming, Danielle. So I will read all that in a moment. We've also got, a big table of stuff. We've got, is this a map of Turkey? This is Istanbul by the looks of it. Is that the Ataturk Bridge? Is that the bit that separates Europe from Asia? I think this may well be Istanbul. Or is it Constantinople, Istanbul? Okay, there's your real one for tonight. I have here an envelope from Polis, Turkey. Case file 3F3T. I have an envelope here from Polis, Turkey, case file 4M8R. I have an envelope here.
No.
Polis, Turkey, case file 1A8Y. I have an envelope here. Polis, Turkey, 9G4T. And then I have an empty envelope.
Well done for checking.
I learned my lesson very well. Because it burned it into me. Dear Detective, I arrived in Istanbul about a week ago with the artifact in hand. When I got here, I had no idea how to track down any of the 4 keys. But then I thought to myself, what would the children of Shakir like doing more than anything else? The obvious answer was murdering people. Hey, it's a hobby. This led me to some very interesting discoveries. It turns out a couple of weeks ago in Istanbul, there was a very brutal murder that made the local news when a well-respected university professor was found dead. I read some more about the murder, and it definitely has all the hallmarks of the cult, but not only that, there was one item, only one item, stolen from the crime scene. An oddly shaped object that was stored in a secure place. Matt Clemson! No, sorry. It's low-hanging fruit, and it's still funny. He's very quiet, probably for good reason.
I'm in a very insecure place at the moment.
On
Dan's wobbly.
On Dan's stream, that's your
physically or mentally was going to be my response to that. Sounds an awful like one of the keys. I did a little more digging and found 3 more murders close by, all with an oddly shaped item missing from the scene. It seems that the children of Shakir may have got to the keys before us. I'm certain one person is responsible for all the murders, and they must be heading to a hidden shrine somewhere in the city of Istanbul, Constantinople, to activate the artifact now that they have all of the keys. I've sent you a handy map of central Istanbul. Thankfully, after a word with my boss's superior, the City of Manchester Police are fully behind the investigation again. Hurrah! The police in Istanbul have been very cooperative, meaning we have the full police reports and evidence lists from each of the crime scenes, which I've sent to you in this package. The Turkish police have investigated those with links to the children of Shakir and have drawn up a list of suspects, which we also have a copy of. Don't forget that we also have access to this website. I've lost count of the times these police resources have helped me out. Personally, I've been having a think about what we need to do next, and I've come up with 2 questions that I believe we need to answer. 1. Which of our suspects is the murderer? And 2. Where is the hidden shrine they're heading to located? I believe if a top detective were to study each of the files for each of the crime scenes, then they'd be able to come up with the answers to these 2 questions. So it's a good job we got you on the case, isn't it? Leading question, leading the witness. Email me on this web address, on this email thing, when you know the location of the hidden shrine. Many thanks, Danielle. Right. So here is the list of suspects. Is it 2 pages? Is it... So list of suspects is only on 1 page. That's something. Of course, my camera has decided not to focus. Camera of focusing. See, it works. The what do you call it? Calculator. Words. Dear Danielle, here is a list of all the known suspects we have for the cult. The Children of Shakir. That's all on 1 page, so that's good. We're pretty certain that all of these people are active in the cult of Shakir, and therefore any of these people could be your murderer. Please be warned. All these people are likely to be very dangerous. Please approach any of them with extreme caution. That's DS Andrew Newton. So there they all are. Tom Flood is a rugby player, anyway, or used to be for England. I seem to be no, it's Toby Flood, I think actually. They've got a dominant hand. They've got a shoe size. They've got a hair colour. They've got an eye colour. They've got a height, and they've got an age. And I reckon as we solve each of these 4 murders, four murders will gain some form of attribute that will eliminate various people, and we will work out who the murderer is. But first, shoe sizes. I've just had a quick look down. Some of these are UK, some of these are US, and some of them are EU. So if you can have your handy converting table, that would be really useful. I know that the UK and the US, we differ by 1, but I can't remember which way. I think US is +1. So if I was a size 8, say, in the UK, I would be a size 9 in the US, I think. But how that translates to EU sizes, I don't know. So get them at the ready. I will come back to that later because no point dealing with that now. But just have it ready, everybody. Right, pick an envelope, any envelope, Thibaut. What do you want? 1, 2, 3 or 4?
Oh, let's go for 3, please.
Number 3. Yeah, good choice. Mm-hmm. Would you have chosen that one, Matt?
What's the letters on top of it?
1A, 8Y.
Ooh, okay.
that instills me with confidence as well.
Just which one has the exemption, says Annika? Oh, it's a really good season of De Mol at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm all about the Belgian Mol, but Vies De Mol, but the Dutch series is really quite good this year. So well done, then. Oh. Not that you're interested, Thibaut, I know, but I am. So there. Right.
Ooh.
Envelope 1? No, 3, whatever 3 is in Dutch. Okay, so we have a photo, I assume, of the crime scene. I mean, goodness knows which way up it is. Nothing on the back. I'm gonna guess that it's that way up, but who knows? No idea what that is. Absolutely, Arch. You would absolutely have said the exact same thing regardless of which case it was. Okay, so we've got... Oh, goodness. So we've got... This is a bizarre case because it is from Bizarre Antiquities Bazaar in Hochenai Sok, which I'm assuming we will be able to find somewhere on this map. So, yeah, good luck to us on that one. But I will have a look for that in a second. But anyway, report of the incident. Here we go. Police were contacted at 9:14 by the owner of a local souvenir shop reporting that a neighbouring shop, Bizarre Antiquities Bazaar, hadn't opened for 3 days, and he was concerned as it was very unlike his neighbour not to open its shop. An officer was dispatched to investigate later that day. The officer found the shop locked. As the officer was about to leave the scene, they noticed a strange smell emanating from inside. See, the joke is Matt Kempson. It's just too easy. Too easy. Concerned for the well-being of any occupants, the officer forced open the door. On entry, the officer discovered the body of the owner lying on the floor and called the paramedics. Upon arrival, the paramedics confirmed the owner, Safiye Ozek, was deceased, and he had been that way for at least 48 hours. Cause of death is apparently a head injury. The shop had been ransacked and various items had been broken. One urn filled with what appeared to be ash had fallen from its shelf and smashed on the floor. A shoe print was clearly visible in the ash. See the evidence. There you go. It's a shoe print. And that is its actual size. Oh no. I know what that's telling us.
Gonna measure it.
Got a ruler.
Oh,
I'll get my non-transparent ruler for extra, production value so you can actually see it. There we go. Because I do have... this ruler really annoys me because it's not quite straight on the edge. The printing of the millimetres makes it a very slightly ridged thing. So it's really annoying as an actual ruler. This is the ruler view, the transparent one.
Ridged for your displeasure.
So maybe I'll measure that later. Painted on the ceiling of the shop was a strange symbol. So this is on the ceiling.
That's a very shoddy looking ceiling.
It needs a bit of work, doesn't it? So that is that. A voice note was found on a USB stick clutched in the owner's hand. Please find it uploaded here. Okay, I'm going to go to there. www.polisturkey.com/that clue. It's the case file. So you'll need to... Are you ready on Twitch, the two of you?
Yes.
Here's the audio.
I don't think I can hold on for much longer. I've done my duty, but my time is coming to an end. There's someone in my bazaar. I know they'll find the key, but the other piece of information entrusted to me is hidden in a place no murderer would ever think to look. It's waiting for the right person to take receipt of it.
To take receipt of it. And looking at this, there was a receipt found in the till of the antiquities store. So that is going to be holding some information for us. Items: vintage typewriter, a broomstick, and redacted. Total 1,440 lira. Rummage through our antiques, and you just might find a Turkish delight. Hey! I don't like Turkish delight.
I didn't think I did, and what I don't like is the one that they produce that's covered in chocolate in a wrapper that you buy at the shops. The actual stuff itself is really nice.
Oh right, okay. So you sort of
official,
proper,
yeah. Turkish is really nice.
Matt, are you a Turkish delight fan?
I always, when I was a kid, just hated the look of it, and I've never braved trying it as an adult. So who knows?
That's true. Actually, it has been about 20 years. So who knows? I mean, everybody's taste buds do change over the course of their lifetime.
It also always looks like it's been around for about 20 years.
That's icing sugar, not dust.
Wow.
Well,
you say that.
Chocolate that blooms, that's got that white bloom on it.
Oh no, that's horrible. I mean, to be honest, it's still edible because it's just the sugar rising to the surface, but it is actually it's not a nice look, and it does change the taste.
An inventory of all the items in the shop was made. See document in the file, but it did not assist in discovering what had been stolen because it wasn't there. All the items taken to evidence. Contact Corporal Ozoy in the evidence department if further information is required. Officers found a receipt in the till from the last transaction that had occurred in the shop. See photo in file. So we've got a list of the things. And we got that. And then we've got the shoe size. So if this shoe size... Let's turn it this way so you can see the whole thing. This shoe size is, I'm going to say 25 centimetres. I'm going to say 25 centimetres. So, what does that translate to? Maybe 25 and a half, actually. Let's go 25 to 25 and a half. How does that help us?
That is interesting, because I've never seen a comparison of the size with... here we go. 25 centimeters. 25.2, 25.5, 25.8. That's women.
Let's bear
That's
all of them
women.
in mind, because I'm going to be scribbling over this quite a bit, I feel.
Okay, so you're looking at roughly 40, a size 40 in the EU, which is a 6 in the UK,
Okay.
and an 8 in the US.
Okay. And of course, as someone, Arch says, just because it's got a footprint like this doesn't mean it's got a funky sole to make it look like you have a different size of foot. Wasn't it true that there was a type of shoe with a hoof print backwards on it to make it look like it was a cow or something going the other way or something like that? Why am I thinking of that? I swear there's something like that. Or a boot print where the sole is actually reversed, so it looks like you're walking the other way if you look at the footprint.
That sounds a bit like Jonathan Creek or something
It's
like
very
that.
Jonathan Creek, and I don't put it past the Detective Society to do it.
Spoiler warning, I will tell you that a cow did not do this murder.
Oh, Matt!
We thought we were onto something.
It was a
Spoils.
bull in an antique shop.
Oh, dear. Apparently moonshiners used them. I hadn't imagined it. Thank you, Arch. Thank you. Okay, so order 69200 at 11:13:27. Vintage typewriter, broomstick, and redacted. So what items do we have? We have a barometer, a drinking glass, a boule set, a taxidermied fox, 17.
Wow. A lot of them get hit by cars, I guess, maybe. Yeah.
A sword stick, a filing cabinet, a Georgian rushler, spindle armchairs, a JC chair, a vintage sewing table, Edward Duke of Windsor talons. There's the broomstick. And I've just realised why it's important, because we've got a total here, haven't we? Mm-hmm. These three things, they're going to total 1,400.
Orientar.
I'd like to congratulate Caroline on a very early spot on this one.
And I've just got to say that from Marky V. Shoes with soles backwards were worn by spies in World War II to fool Germans into tracking them the wrong way.
Brilliant.
I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Tribal
Just
weapon.
save money by walking backwards everywhere.
Chinese coins, antique swords, equerry, antique horsebrush, vintage toys, camera, Chinese urn, now broken of course, Barilac glass vases, and an antique seismograph. Okay, so the vintage typewriter is... Where? Why can't I see it? I saw it, and it was the typewriter. The broomstick is 450.
That's onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Mantle clock, mahogany chest of drawers, barber chair, cast iron, doorstep in the shape of a rooster. Vintage typewriter, so it's 770 plus the broomstick of 450. So that is... I could use my calculator now here. 770...
Can we turn
See
it
it
on?
so clearly.
That's 450. 1220. So we need another 220. Is there anything here that's 220? An Edward Duke of Windsor tankard is the only thing that is 220. So that is what has been stolen in this crime. Edward...
I mean, what do they want with Edward?
What would anyone want with... No. Now, we can look at these pieces of evidence. We can go to this website and talk to one of our evidence teams. So let's go and do that. So I'm just going to pull up the website. Corporal Ozoi, hello, I'd be happy to assist you with your evidence needs. Please let me know the case number relating to the evidence you require. Okay, so this was case. And you bet your life I'm going to mix up all these cases at some point, but it's 1A, 8Y at the moment. Right, I've got the boxes of evidence for the case out of storage. That's very efficient. I would like you to look at... Well, first of all, I'm going to see what the fox taxidermy is like, because there's just a lot of stuffed foxes. But they've put a line in for it. That's great. So here's the Duke of Edward tankard. I've located that tankard. Here's an image of it. It doesn't seem like that tag belongs to it, though. Weird. Is there anything else from this case that you'd like to see? So here's your tankard, and here's the tag. Edward, Duke of Windsor, tankard, 220 lira, used for centuries to make cloth, to send... No. To make...
Does look like cloth.
What do you think it says? To send fictional characters into long sleeps. So like a draft or... dolls? I don't think it's dolls.
No. To make... Folk? No.
Broth?
Yeah.
Maybe? It does
No,
look
it's definitely not a bee, is it?
to make something.
And to send fictional characters into long sleeps. Well, that's... Oh, hang on. That's not the right description. I've just realised what that's a description of.
What is it a description of?
A spinning wheel.
That is. So it's cloth. It is cloth then.
It is cloth, because that's not Rapunzel. Sleeping Beauty. She pricked her finger on a spinning wheel. So they've mixed them up.
We've got a spinning wheel. So let's take a look at the wheel. That's Cinderella. That's
Snow White arch.
So, sure thing. I found the spinning wheel for you. Here's an image of it. Are there any other pieces? Is this going to be yet another wrong tag? Because I'm going to love it if it is. Spinning wheel. This points without fingers. This strikes without arms. This runs without feet.
Point, strikes, and runs, everybody.
A clock? Like a grandfather clock?
Like that or a baseball match.
People are saying a clock. Okay.
A shrubbery.
It's, well, it's not the antique swords. They strike really quite hard.
Of course, while the antique shop's open, it's daylight shrubbery.
Oh, here's your mantle clock. So let's have a look at number 24.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
It's like a mini little treasure hunt. I love a good treasure hunt. Number 24. Whoops. The clock also has an odd tag attached to it. Are there any other pieces of evidence? I'd like to see them all, to be fair. Here's your clock.
Nice.
It's nice, yeah. Clock 1750, yeah. It said this captures a piece of the soul with every button push. My keyboard when I'm at work. A vintage typewriter, I would assume.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not a doorstop.
It's a sort of there's a culture, there's a like a tribe.
Oh yes, the camera
believes this.
Yes. I prefer my original answer. Number 20.
Well, I agree.
Or my soul being sucked away into work. I found the camera. There's another odd tag attached to it. Here's the pictures. Decent camera. 20th century. It's not a Polaroid. It's not a Polaroid. Anyway.
No.
The third oldest key cannot be turned immediately before. Do you think that's an instruction for the end? For when we... The third oldest key cannot be turned immediately before.
That sounds like our instruction or something that we've stumbled across.
It feels like we just have to take that and apply that at the end.
Or maybe save the image or something.
I do like the fact that they've it's sort of 20th and sort of 21st. You know, the sort of... It's definitely 20th because it's got TH there, but... Yeah, I think we just need to put that piece of information away and come back to it later. Okay. Right. So there was another bit of information that the antiquities was the Byzantine Hochenai sock, which I think would be worth finding on this map. So here's the map. Good luck, everyone. Where is it? Is it even on there?
What was it? What were we looking for?
Yeah,
Sorry?
I've already forgotten. Hochenai sock. It could be up here, I guess. It's not the bit circled in red. It's not there. There's a sock.
I think stock might be Turkish for street.
Ah,
Just to warn you about that.
okay. Yeah, because there's quite a lot of them. And it's probably short for sokak. No, not a souk. No. Okay, well, I'm not spotting it. But I'm sure it will make itself known to us at some point. No, I'm going to carry on and we'll deal with that later. So this, I'm going to see what I can do in terms of measuring this better, because it seemed to be in between two sizes. So like I would put it here to here. I'm sure, yeah, I could have just moved my hands. Right, okay. Here to here. That really is 25.3, so 25.2. South end of that bridge. Oh, it's not on the map. Unless, of course, we are meant to Google for it, which is entirely possible. And then, I found it! It's on the map! It's here! It's here! It's in very, very tiny writing. So that's why you lot wouldn't be able to spot it. Why I couldn't spot it is because I'm a Muppet. I'm just going to put a post-it note over far too much of the map. So there we go. So we found that. Yeah, I think 25.3. 25.3 centimetres. So we were saying that was 40, were we, for 25.3? 25.2?
Yeah, roughly that. I mean, it's very different depending on which list you look at on Google. So,
I will say you're not meant to use Google for this bit.
When you say this bit, you mean...
Googling shoe size.
Ooh, okay. Well, there is one website that we've yet to actually go to, which was the police resources. So let's have a look at the police resources then. cofmpolice.co.uk/police-resources. So we do have here a list of resources. We have a guide of shoe sizes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Matt. There we go. So there we have the shoe length in millimeters, I guess. It's going to be this one then, 225. So 36.5, 3.5 and 4.
Didn't you say it was 225 centimetres, which is 250?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's either...
Just checking.
40, 6.5 and 7, or 41, 7 and 7.5 for this first one. This first case. Okay. There's also blood typing, calculating impact forces, fingerprints, hair follicle testing, and Morse code. Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, good luck, everyone.
You used this site for a previous chapter.
Did we?
Some of these are related to that.
Okay.
Oh, the blood typing, I remember. Yeah.
The blood typing you will probably remember if you take a look at it.
There was... Ooh, clumping and non-clumping.
Yes. Wow.
And you can get it in different languages. Oh, they're translating it into different languages as well. That's really good. That means that they're trying to do this in other languages as well, which is great. And I'm all for it. Good luck to them. Okay, I'm going to put that case to one side for now. I'm gonna put it back in its envelope and look at case number. A, B, or C. A, B, or C.
Oh, you've switched the numbering system. I will have C, please.
3F3.
Marky agrees.
3F3T. Yeah, I'll let the chat choose the next one.
Sounds like a boy band.
3F3T.
This one. I'm cross-referencing, don't mind me.
There's more. But wait, there's more. Okay. Intriguing. And there's more! Do you like birds, ladies and gentlemen? Birds. What are they? We just don't know. The location... Oh dear. For this one. The home of Professor Bezerb, which of course is Burb, if you initialise the first letter. So it's Professor Burb from Bezilla Street. A call was made to the emergency services at 4:52 p.m. by a concerned neighbour who said they had heard a loud commotion coming from the home of discredited ornithologist and author Professor Burb. Police units were immediately dispatched to investigate the report. Upon arrival, the officers found the door to the property open. They entered. After a short search, found Professor Burb collapsed on the floor. Sorry, yes, I was just putting something away. Collapsed on the floor of his study, having suffered several stab wounds to the chest. The murder weapon, a knife. Found it. Was lying next to his body. Officers attempted to perform... where is it? Officers attempted to stem the flow of blood and perform life-saving procedures, but he was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. Officers observed that a previously secure glass case by the window of the study appeared to have had something taken from inside it. The floor of the study had a symbol freshly painted on it. See photo in the file. That is that one.
Oh, that looks like a key.
And look at that footprint. Doesn't that look... I'm not going to get it out because I'm going to mix everything up. But doesn't that look like the same tread as the one before? I think it does. I'm just going to... He's sort of got that little diamonds in the middle. He says he's going to get it out. Here's the footprint. It's got those blobs in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a different number of blobs in the middle, actually. But... maybe, maybe not. I think it's the same, because of course we've only got part of the shoe. Yeah, I think it is the same shoe. Okay, so that's good. So that's the symbol of this one. Also found at the scene was a voice recording on the professor's computer. The timestamp on the voice recording suggests it was made by the professor just before his death. To listen to the voice recording, go to this link. Okie doke. So here is that voice recording. Polisturkey.com 3T.
Got some tasty blood samples there for our blood typing.
I wouldn't use the word tasty in that sentence. Unless you like black pudding. I
do.
Note to self, never make a voice recording lest I be murdered. Oh, cause and effect. They were murdered because they were making a voice recording. Oh, here's the recording.
Generations of my family have been keeping our keys safe. When my father told me it was now my responsibility, I thought it was just a weird tradition. But I can hear someone trying to break into my house, and I'm sure they are here for the key. If you're listening to this, then it might already be too late for me. But it's not just the key I've been keeping safe. There's something else that was entrusted to me. Part of a message that has been kept secret for thousands of years. I have kept it hidden in my life's work.
Okay. Interesting. So there were a couple of other things that came in the envelope. Apart from stabby knife, we have what looks like a bookmark. Copyright 2014, Professor Burb. And there's some interestingly spaced things that I worry that I'm going to have to cut out. But also
Stab out.
Oh no. But first of all, I have a book all on burbs. A book on burbs, starting at page 55 and ending on page 66. So we have some information about a little bustard. See, the jokes about Matt write themselves.
Actually, I referred to later on.
Oh, okay. Pin-tailed sandgrouse, red-crested pochard, the ruddy shelduck, the rough-legged buzzard, the saker falcon, the sociable lapwing,
I'll be that one.
the spotted crake, the stock dove, the tufted duck, the turkey, and the water pipit. I'm intrigued to know. I want to know which one Matt thought he was.
I'm actually referred to later in the very first article.
The little bastard, not to be confused with what you call your child after they've done something naughty. It's a game bird native to southern Europe and West and Central Asia. The little bastard was at the centre of a large poaching controversy in Cyprus in 2013 after one was found shot dead in the United Nations buffer zone. The shooting was particularly controversial as the little bastard is a very rare visit to Cyprus, even more rare now that one of the few birds that visited the island was shot. Little bastard is actually omnivorous, just like its sister, the chubby bastard. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
It also mostly eats seeds and insects, but is also known to chow down on the occasional mouse and reptile measurements. And I've noticed that there is a slight, it is very difficult to see, but there is a slight, there's a rectangle here, basically, that that fits that exactly.
Ooh.
So we're going to have to...
Would you like to not destroy that?
I would very much like to not destroy it. But if I
will
have
send
to...
you a link on the Discord.
Thank you. I would very much like to not, but if I have to, I have to. Matt is just going to send me fun things over Tinternet. But yeah, so I could put that there. Equally, there's another one here. So, of course, there will be things. Have you done this digitally as well?
Not exactly.
But
it's what I got sidetracked by because it's something that takes longer to do than you'd imagine.
Yeah, so there's another one there. And Matt Clemson has done a thing. Okay. Oh, right, so I could print that out. Okay.
And it should print actual size if you print it A4.
Oh, okay. I will. Let's find out. Now, do I fit to printable area? Fit to paper? Let's fit to paper.
That I'm not sure about, I have to admit.
I've got absolutely no
Probably
idea.
printable area, actually.
Mark EV, yes. Well, whilst that prints out, the pin-tailed sandgrouse is named because of its pin-shaped tail and its love of an arid climate. It has a very dry diet, so it needs to drink a lot of water, which is tricky when it lives in the desert. To combat this issue, this bird actually uses its sharp tail to drill down into the sand to get to those lower hydrated layers. Yeah, it's a different size. Okay, yep, so I'll be printing that again. But this time...
Sorry, then, yeah, fit to printable.
Yeah. No, so, I mean, who knows? Oh, your printer needs user intervention. It's okay.
Pretty much all printers, isn't it?
Mm.
When my printer does this, all I have to do is click on Run the Troubleshooter. It won't find a problem, but it'll then print it. It's so bizarre. Because of this habit, only the birds with the sharpest tail survived. This has led to many accidents among the species, which has led to scientists worry about the long-term danger of this bird to itself. And I'm not surprised. So here we go. Look at that. You've done a blinder there, Matt.
Very nice.
Helen, could you please read out the red-crested poachard while I find a pair of scissors?
I most certainly can. Are you sitting comfortably? The red-crested pochard, perhaps? At a glance, looks like someone cut the head off a ruddy shell duck and stuck it on the body of a tufted duck, which leads to a very distinctive creature. A key difference between both of those other ducks and the red-crested pochard is that the pochard also sports a bright red bill, with some observers saying it looks like it's wearing lipstick, while others remark it seems as if its bill has been turned inside out. Red-crested pochards are classified as a diving duck, but prefer to only upend, dipping their heads underwater to eat their favourite plants.
I mean, don't we all?
The red-crested pochard basically eats anything it can get its wings on. Sounds very familiar. Roots, seeds, aquatic plants, but also mollusks, aquatic insects and fish. If it can fit it in its bill, then it'll eat it.
Look what I'm going to use to start the holes.
No, no.
Uh-oh.
It's a pin. It's a. I really needed one. Oh, and look at the fluff.
Blood warning! Blood warning! Blood warning!
Please, everybody, have a emergency ambulance on speed dial.
It's already pretty speedy to dial. But anyway,
Yeah.
yes.
The quicker we can get them there, the better.
2, 3.
Hey, Foggy.
Come on, focus. Come on, because I want you to tell you all about the rough-legged buzzard, but I can't. Hang on, calculator of focus. Here we go. Why does that work?
You're just in time, Foggy.
This could be a few minutes, so please do.
Would you like me to read another?
Yes, I enjoyed that other one.
Did we do the rough-legged buzzard?
Nope.
We did not.
Okay.
I'm just glancing through to see other highlights as well.
Please do. The rough-legged buzzard is one of the many birds of prey that can be found in and around the city of Istanbul. The characteristics that allow you to spot one of these majestic predators more easily is their tendency to sway and drop in the air as if they are drunk, which some theorise is where they got their rough-legged name from. The other theory about the origin of their name is the large amount of tufted hair which protrudes from the buzzard's legs, hanging down over its feet. This could be an adaptation, as they spend most of their lives in snowy climates. And the ruddy shell ducks are famous amongst duck fans for their distinct rusty colourings, which differentiate them from other members of the duck family. These birds are in decline in Istanbul, but have seen their numbers rise in certain parts of Asia as Buddhists view the species as sacred and offer ruddy shell ducks certain protections. Ruddy shell ducks pair for life, forming very close bonds. When threatened during the breeding season, females will often run in circles around their partner, encouraging to attack any intruders. The male shell duck rarely does so, leaving it to the female to ward off the threat herself.
Darn right.
Oh, I forgot the eating habits of the rough-legged, which is the rough-legged buzzard has been known to eat rabbits, voles, and the occasional slow-moving badger. And the ruddy shell duck is omnivorous, feeding mostly on shoots and leaves, but also on small aquatic and terrestrial invertebrates.
Thank you for doing this, by the way. Just it's whilst I get this all prepared.
That's absolutely fine.
I've cut holes in 3 of the birds.
If you turn the page, I'll do some more.
Yes, please.
I do like a good story time. Okay. The Saker falcon is a majestic and beautiful bird of prey, found only in Central Europe and Asia. The birds have been in decline ever since the collapse of the... Sorry, it's your face. I do that when I stick my tongue out when I'm cutting things. Ever since the collapse of the Soviet Union, as they have become very desirable on the bird of prey black market. They are currently endangered on the IUCN Red List, and they are still decreasing. Saker falcons are quite popular in mainstream media, with the most well-known being the charge of the Hun leader Shan Lu in the popular 1998 film Mulan. Hayabusa is the name of his Seika falcon, and though evil in the film, off-screen it was told they had a wonderful relationship.
Aww.
The Seika falcon eats most of the other birds in this book and isn't ashamed about it.
Good.
And well, I mean, this is almost like astronomy here. I think we could all identify with one of these birds.
Oh, absolutely.
The sociable lapwing, which usually resides in Kazakhstan, is a critically endangered species. It can be found in Istanbul during the autumn and spring as it passes through on its way to wintering sites in Israel, Syria, and Eritrea. Unlike its close relative, the unsociable lapwing, the sociable lapwing can be found in large flocks on the roofs of urban environments such as bars and sports stadia. Sociable lapwings that find themselves separated from other members of their species will often join flocks of purple lapwings for company.
Aww.
The sociable lapwing likes to chow down on earthworms, wireworms, mollusks, spiders, grains, seeds, and leaves.
Ta-da!
Well done.
Whew. Teamwork, thank you. So on this first page, there is a very, very subtle outline. So if I put this here,
Not.
I guess not and possibly and reversed. But equally, I'm wondering if, because here, this is the reverse of this. Oh.
Ah.
Haha. So if I put beak to beak, maybe. Or maybe it's just reversed. Beak to beak, maybe.
I'm getting nightmares about a bird staring through my letterbox.
And then we get a large
Pause.
poa. Do we like that?
I think the rectangle is too obvious. I think you would put it on the rectangle whether it's forward or backwards.
Yeah. And then we get earned in. Okay, so let's just do that. Not.
Yes, Arch has a nice suggestion that it's just that bird that you're interested in on that page.
Perfect. Yes, so it's that bird, which is that one. So
Nice.
not. Here we go. Here's your message. Not. Time for the red-crested potsherd, which is this one. Not turned.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the buzzard, which is this one.
It's buzzard time.
B. The purple.
Be the purple.
Not turned. Be the purple. This is this one. So that is must. Okay, so we mustn't turn the purple.
Yeah. It's mixed. Oh, it's sorry. I've got an idea.
Key. So it's in this order. So we've got this first bird was the purple.
Yeah.
This one's key. Must not be turned. The purple key must not be turned.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to write that down.
And we had something from the camera as well, didn't we?
We did. So let's bring up my notes, which is here. Boop. So we got the purple key must not be turned. The purple key must not be turned, and the other one was. Can we remember? It was only like 10 minutes ago.
Probably still got it up in a window somewhere.
Thank you. Yes, it was on that label. Thank you. I was just trying to remember. It's here. The third oldest key cannot be turned immediately before. So that is that. The third oldest key cannot be turned immediately before. Good evening, Foxy, by the way, and good evening, Foggy, as well, and good evening to everyone who I have not said hello to. So why have we been given Stabby McStabberson?
Well, we've got to identify a suspect, haven't we? So, can we do some blood on this one, or?
Well, can we look at the fingerprint, maybe? Because we've got... what have we got? In the police resources, we do have a few things. Maybe fingerprints. So we've got a few types of fingerprints there. The handedness of the knife. That is a great shout. So,
Nice.
if you would have held it like that. We're left-handed.
Mm.
An unfair slur on all left-handers out there, he says, being left-handed. Okay, so we know that they've got a shoe size of that, and that they're left-handed. So if this is the same person, he says, looking for the case file. Nope. Here we are. Does that mean we could just get rid of all the right-handed people straight away? Is that what we're saying? I'm too afraid to do it because it looks like we get rid of a lot of people if we do that. It could be. You can't get rid of the ambidextrous, can you?
No.
But
so ambidextrous and what was it? What was the size? I can't remember now.
Sort of 40 or 41, so 6 or 7
7.
UK. So 6.5,
Yep.
but he's right-handed. So we're saying no because he's right. So get rid of all the right-handers.
Oh, the rights are wrong.
The rights are wrong. And so 12, far too big feet.
Mm-hmm.
44, probably too big.
Yeah.
40, possible.
Possible.
6.5, possible. 8, I want to say too big, just about. 40's fine. 10 in the US, that is too big. 10 in the US is also too big. 7 in the US, fine. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you include Justin Bishop, who's right on the cusp. We're getting there. And so where did this take place? This took place in on the home of Professor Burb in Bexilla Street. I don't know whether identifying these on here is important or not. I feel like it is, because otherwise why would we have been told them? But we've got one here, that is the other one, and the other one is here. So they're here and here. I found them now. Again, in tiny writing, so you can't see them. But I'm just going to put...
I did throw a copy of them up their way, so they have it to refer to.
Wonderful. And I'm just doing that for... Okay, putting that away. Say goodbye to the Burbs, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Burbs.
Bye-bye. The water pipit is most commonly found in mountainous regions throughout Europe. And it has an insatiable appetite for creepy crawly flesh. Yes. And they're incredibly nimble birds. And there we go. And they're now put away along with that. So that is the second weird symbol that sort of looks like a person in a wheelchair in the disabled signs that you sort of get.
Meredith is most upset that we haven't finished the bird book, but we maybe come back at the end, or when you have something else to do, can we keep the birds handy for,
yes,
for me to read out?
I will keep the bird book to hand. So we've got. I think we've got 4 actually, or maybe 5. We've got a lot of burbs to keep us happy, and even if we don't do them, I will put them in my Discord later. Okay, chat, A or Z. A or Z. And
I would do a poll if I knew how.
I just take the A or Z. We've got lots of people going for Z. Archer Davis will go with the second. So Z has clearly won. Okay, this is case 4M8R. I'm enjoying this. Don't really know where this is all leading at the moment, but there we go. Okay, nothing else in here. The location is the bank of Mulvaria.
Yay!
Love Mulvaria on Tazvir Sock at 12. 12:39. At 12:36, a silent alarm was triggered by one of the bank clerks working in the lobby in the Bank of Mulveria branch in downtown Istanbul. 5 patrol cars were immediately dispatched to the bank. Officers were met outside the bank by security officers who told them that a single perpetrator had entered the bank with a gun. They had taken one of the security guards, Fatma Una, hostage and gone down to the vault with her. Officers, accompanied by security guards, reached the vault within 4 minutes of arriving at the bank. When opening the vault, they found the hostage inside, dead. A single safety deposit box in the vault had been emptied, but no record of the box's contents could be found, as is proper, can I just say. The owner of the security box was identified as Fatma Una, the dead security guard. Looking forward to her. I'm really hoping that we've got a voice message in this somewhere. On the wall of the vault, there was painted an odd symbol. There's your symbol. On Miss Una's desk, there was a note seemingly left by her. See the evidence in the file. It is not a useful note. An examination of the vault locking system showed that it had been opened using Miss Una's retinal scan. However, immediately before her retina scanned, the scanner detected another eye, which we believe to be that of the offender. There was also a note left at the scene of the crime, along with a phone. On that phone, there was a single voice note left by the victim. That voice note can be found here. Okay, I will just go and find that. Polisturkey.com/. Okay. Here is the voice note from... See, the voice notes are very dangerous. Do not leave a voice note because you may die very soon after. Here's the note.
Someone's come to the bank and is asking for me. They must be here for the key. Hiding it in the vault was a good idea. But it hasn't stopped them. My role in this is over. But yours is just beginning. Destroy the weapon. Save the world.
But what
You
about
have
the...
everything you need from me.
What about the cheerleader? Yes, Timo, absolutely. I didn't know it was possible to make Morse code with a pencil. But it is.
Is that what's on the note, or do we have to transcribe it from her voice?
Well, I think we have to transcribe it from the voice. Let me just say that there's a little bit on here. It should be noted the victim was a staff member at the Bank of Mulveria and therefore had access to the following website, bankofmulveria.com/staff login. I do hope that we have to do some more stuff. I just love Mulveria. It's my favourite place in the world. Full name, Fatma Una, date of birth, then allergies, bees, penicillin, eye colour brown. Oh no, that's the murder victim, so that doesn't matter. Tin. I'm assuming that's some form of Turkish identification number, maybe. Emergency contact, and that's the husband. Oh no, this is the Bank of Mulveria. Oh, hang on, this is... A Mulverian always pays his debts. Okay. Fatma joins us from our rival, Principal Banking. She brings with her a range of knowledge, and our team in Istanbul will find her a huge asset. Fatma and Baron have 3 lovely children. They have lived all over Turkey. Their eldest son was born in Antalya, their second son was born in Adana, and their daughter was born in Izmir. And I feel like that's going to be a cybersecurity question. Fatma's speciality is cybersecurity, and she'll be working on bringing our vaults technology into the 21st century and beyond. And then the Bank of Mulveria thing, it's that. That's not particularly useful, but then it does have this circled, f.una@bankofmulveria.com. I do too, Arch. I would absolutely go on there for a holiday. Okay. Right, so what do we need to do with this one? Let's do the... It's not... Let's...
I was going to say, I don't know whether Arch is suggesting that as a password, or maybe he's in sorry, maybe they've got a new line of sort of business that we're advertising in our chat.
I think we need to take a look at... let's do the Morse code. Arch, It's totally not the wrong stream.
Is it a Wordle that we've got to figure?
That's going to come up. Right, so I'm going to now transcribe it. Let me just put the notes up on here. Here we go.
Someone's come to the bank and is asking for me.
Damn it!
They must be here.
No!
for the key.
No! Right. It didn't like it because it thought I was trying to do a formula. Right. Okay, here we go.
Someone's come to the
Oh, no.
bank and is
Let's start that again.
Someone's come to the bank and is asking for me. They must be here for the key. Hiding it in the vault was a good idea. But it hasn't stopped them. My role in this is over. But yours is just beginning. Destroy the weapon. Save the world. You have everything you need from me.
Okay, I think I translated that all right. So it's time to look up the Morse code police resource, and here it is. Dot dash dash is, oh goodness, I know that it's partly obscured for you.
D.
Oh yes, so D. So it's DA. Is it Danielle? It's not going to be Danielle, is it? No, it's so it's DA, then dash dot dot dash.
U.
Ah, and then G, and then H, because that's 4 dots, despite what it looks like. T is a single dash, E is a single dot, and an R is a dot dash dot. That is daughter, and we know where she was born.
Yeah.
Because the Bank of Malvaria thoroughly vets its employees, I imagine, for their debt liabilities, if anything else, was born in Izmir. So I think we might be getting a security question about that. Let's go over to the Bank of Malvaria. We'll just remove the Excel. So Bank of... I'll give you that for now. Where is it? Because it's an irritating one. Is that going to load? Yes. Okay, we've logged in. I know we've had to do stuff with this in the past. So the login is probably this tin number, I would imagine.
Is it not her email address at the bottom of the?
Oh yeah. Oh god, where it says email. Yeah, do email. Duh.
Yeah, I don't know whether they've changed the login.
Oh yeah, they must have done at Bank of Malvaria.
I think previously you logged in on the user login.
Yeah, maybe it's
But
remembered
I've
it
remembered the email and
from the
password from
URL.
that.
Yeah.
So we don't know the name of the daughter, but I'm just going to type in Izmir. That's not right.
Oh, you might want to copy that if we're going to be typing it a few times. I presume it's the format that is on her note.
Oh, so we've got... hang on. Yes, you're absolutely right. So this is the password, 6_5. So that 5 is going to be Izmir. But we now need the name of her daughter?
So 6 characters.
I assume. Let me just check. Nothing else on here.
It's not bird, is it?
Or is it bees? Baron is 5 letters. They have 3 lovely children. They've lived all over Turkey. Their eldest son was born in Antalya. The second son was born in Adana, and their daughter was there. Okay. Where was she born? She was born... don't know whether it says. So just moving that to one side. This is the report there. No. Retinal scan. I feel so. We need 2 pieces of information for the 6 and the 5. We've only got 1. So where do we get the other? Because there's always been 2 pieces of information on each of these so far.
Meredith likes Turkey _ Izmir.
Okay.
Or Fat? Is it Fatmir? Is that her name?
No.
Fatima?
Oh. No, it's
Fatima.
Fatma, I'm afraid.
Oh, Fatima. Okay, that's fine.
But we'll do Turkey, Turkey, and then underscore with, what was it? It was Izmir, Izmir. Nope.
Okay.
But of course, I don't know if it's case sensitive. I didn't do it with any capitals there, so.
Could we have a listen to the voice message again? Did
Yeah.
she mention anything in there?
Someone's come to the bank and is asking for me. They must be here for the key. Hiding it in the vault was a good idea. But it hasn't stopped them. My role in this is over. But yours is just beginning. Destroy the weapon. Save the world. You have everything you need from me.
Hey, maybe it's her date of birth, because we've got a date of birth, so 220482 something.
Yep.
As Caroline was saying, it's not a bad idea. Let's try that. So 2204. Yeah.
I've just had a thought. No, not you. Carry on. But I've just had a thought. Wasn't the whole government, UK government's advert about retraining into a different job about Fatima going into cybersecurity?
Was it her? Oh no, that'd be amazing if it was.
I'm pretty sure it was the dancer was Fatima, but
It
yeah,
was
I'm
her
pretty sure
dancer. Amazing.
she was a daughter. That's brilliant. I don't know whether I presume that's a coincidence, but
Well, no, that's an inside joke, and I love it. That's brilliant. So that didn't work in terms of a date.
okay. Come on, chat. Any other? Into cyber. That's it. Yeah.
Malverian always pays his debts.
What's
So
up,
we've got
Malvaria?
we've got that. Security personnel.
So there was just that, the log of the incident, and
this weird symbol. I just checked. There's nothing on the back. Nothing on the back.
which I haven't used.
That's the location was.
Marky is convinced there's something inside the envelope.
I'm going to check that there's nothing there because that would be very irritating. No, there's nothing.
I wish I had a timer on to see how long it's been since Matt Clemson said anything to us.
I'm wondering when to pipe up. I did have trouble with this as well.
Okay, that's reassuring.
Is it something in front of us?
Means you're down to my level.
Is it something on these 3 pieces of paper that we're missing?
It's a way of using something on those pieces of paper that I didn't think of and you may not have thought of.
Okay.
She has brown eyes.
Because all we got was daughter, wasn't it, from the Morse code? Read the edges of the paper, says Arch Davison. What edges? Maybe that's just her tin is 11
digits. It is.
But we've already. I don't know what the daughter would be if it wasn't. And to be honest, if she's the head of cybersecurity, I wouldn't expect her to have a password that was so obvious. It's not daughter.
You need to get some more information using what you've got here.
Okay. Oh, were there staff records on the Malveria website, or is that the only staff records we've got? No, you have to log in to see it, don't you? What does the note say? The note just says... The note is that star thing, Meredith.
Yeah. That just says...
Just got that prep line.
Thank you. That just... that just says 6_5. So we...
Turn on the UV light, says Meredith.
Date of birth, nationality Turkish, allergies, bees and penicillin. Can we contact the husband in some way? Joins us from our rival Principal Banking. Oh, we don't have a website for that, do we? Principal Banking Mulvaria.
I think principal banking did appear in an earlier chapter, but you don't have a direct link to it here.
Oh, Meredith. Very good suggestion. What happens if we email that email address? Because I'll presume we'll still get something back from it.
Yeah, like, sorry, I'm away from the desk at the moment. I'm currently being cremated.
My daughter.
Yeah. My funeral details are... Okay.
Nice thinking, Meredith.
Tell us things.
Should be able to paste it,
From
shouldn't you?
beyond the grave. From beyond the pale. Yep, so there's that. Hello there. Sorry to hear about your death. Are you able to help us in any way?
Thanks in advance.
Most kind regards.
Kindest regards.
This meets you in good health.
She did, Annika. Yes, she's one of the people, or Fatima is one of the people who we're investigating the death of. Come on.
Out of office. Hooray
There
there.
we go.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm out of the bank at the moment, enjoying some time away with my family. Thanks for getting in touch, though. I'll certainly be back soon. In the meantime, please enjoy this picture of me and my family. Picture from left to right. Emir, Mehmet, me, Zeynep. Okay, so Mehmet must be her son or something like that, and that's a 6-letter thing. As is Zeynep. But we know that she only had one daughter. She had 2 sons and 1 daughter, so that cannot be hers. So therefore, whilst he can. So let's go with Mehmet. Okay. So there's the email. Mehmet, Mehmet, and then
Ismir.
Oh no. We don't know her name.
We're looking for the daughter.
Well, what if it's her name? So that's Zeynep or whatever, and then underscore Izmir.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's fine. Slight deviation, chat. We're back on.
Hooray!
Yay!
Do I want to save these login details? Why not? Oh dear. Staff member last retinal scan. Okay. They have an ID.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. So we've got some codes here. We know that the silent alarm was triggered at 12:36. Officers reached the vault within 4 minutes when they did. So it's before 12. So it's at 12:36 or before. So it's one of. And we know from this that there was. Where did it say? Hang on. An examination of the vault locking system showed that it had been opened using her retinal scan. However, immediately before her retina was scanned, the scanner detected another eye, which we believe to be that of the offender. So that's going to be this brown.
Is Fatima's brown as well?
Fatima is brown.
Yep, excellent.
And then the one immediately before it, which was denied, is this one, which is also brown. So we think that they have brown eyes. Let's take a look at this private file. Oh no. When the blue has already been turned, or when the red has not been turned. Do. Do you know what that means?
This lady is not for turning.
So that's that. And I think, EYE think that we now know that the perpetrator has brown eyes.
Yes.
Because it's not green, because that was immediately after green, and she had brown eyes. And there's a blue here immediately before. There's another blue. It's not right. That's the only thing. And given that the alarm was triggered at 12:36, it has to be before then. So therefore, brown eyes. So that means we can now
just
Just
to
a
satisfy.
quibble.
I was going to say just to satisfy my thing here. What was the 4 minutes about?
So at 12:36, a silent alarm was triggered by one of the bank clerks working in the lobby of the Bank of Bavaria. Officers accompanied by the security guards reached the vault within 4 minutes of arriving at the bank. And they arrived at 12:39. So they got to the vault at 12:43.
Okay.
Oh no! So it could. So it's brown or blue.
I think that. Yeah, I think she raised the alarm, and then whoever it was marched her to the door and tried, but was denied, and then Brown was granted.
So it was after 12:36, but before when they got there at 12:43.
Yeah. Yes. Matt, was that what you were going to quibble?
Basically, yes. I think it's a slight quibble I have with the design of the puzzle.
Just a slight unclear language.
Yes.
The puzzle itself is absolutely sound. It's just the language around it. So they've got blue eyes.
It was just the fact that they made a point about that. There's 4 minutes, so
Yeah,
I just wanted
yeah.
to check.
So we're going with they have